Konbanlux! Watashi wa Akira Lux desu. Hi everyone. Hello, hello. I hope you're all doing well. We did something I honestly didn't think I'd go as far as to do. We beat Lost Belt 7. Yeah, I really wasn't expecting that. Not anytime soon, at least. Well, soon, not counting this several months break for reasons. So we have a question on our hands. I probably only now realize I should have done the poll over when I made the schedule like days ago. But ayo. We can either start Ordeal call and do all the shenanigans and drama related to that, or I don't know, man, I can finally catch up on the main interlude. First 2 streams of FGO of the year. Fight Ort! Yeah, basically. Basically. So, we have a... Okay. There is a copyright video at the end of Ordeal Call Prologue. Oh, so it's like the Lost Belt Prologue. Understood. So like, full disclosure, like, all cards on table. Primary reason is because Oku has Kama. And I've come to an appreciation of Kama for reasons. Anyone who's watched me for more than like 2 minutes can realize what those reasons are. Yes. So, you know, it'd be like that sometimes. So, but like, it's either catching up on main interlude, or main interlude or Ordeal call. I mean, it would make sense to start with Oku if I did, because it's like Oku is before Lost Belt 4, and then Imaginary Scramble is before Lost Belt 5, if I remember correctly. I don't know if the main interludes give me anything I would need to know in the future, but like, ayo. Aki's not a Sakura fan now. It's not the Sakura fan part, though I do admitting to liking BB. There is a very specific appeal to Evil Lolly. It's for very similar reasons why I like Draco. Yes. Very, very appealing reasons. Yes. So like, you know what I'm about. It's kind of funny I say that, considering BB, her thing was like right before this. Any Okuzen? Any main interludes? Fine. Okay. Well, I guess we're starting main interlude. We're starting Oku. I don't know how long Oku is. Ordeal Call 1 has Kama content, so Oku is wise to start. Hontoni! Okay, yeah, then it's probably best to have context about what the hell is going on. Only main part are Seraph Honto. Like I said, you all know why I'm here. We all know why I'm here. Here you go, senpai. I decided to try herbal tea today. What do you think? It's very soothing. I do like tea. I should have made tea before stream, but I didn't because well, I'm very clearly not feeling great. I'm not at 100%. I would say I'm at like 95%. So good enough. I was so happy when I found out that Shion had brought along those sorts of luxury goods. Yes, of course. Having nothing but bland supplements would ruin the camp-like atmosphere. Is that how you would describe this? I'm fine with only the bare minimum of resources necessary to survive myself, but I cannot speak for anyone else. So I made sure you could have a wide variety of food and recreation to choose from, thus satisfying your need for both mental and physical nourishment. Back to the in-between the Lost Belts, Aki is ready to relive trauma. You act like, are you telling me Ordeal Call is free of trauma? Because from my understanding of how FGO works as like a function, Ordeal Call also has trauma. I'm just choosing my form of trauma. Twitter is very hot and chaotic yesterday, still chaotic today. You act like that's new. Pretty sure Twitter is chaotic every day. I already spent all of the Atlas Spiritron points I had been saving for years to acquire them. So I may as well make the most of them. Wait, Atlas? Wait, what? Atlas Spiritron points? Oh, I also did watch a new episode of Fate Strange Fake. Was that who I thought it was at the very end? Who shot that arrow? Is that who I think it was? I'm so grateful to her. Before we get to the Wandering Sea, we had to make do with nothing but Border's emergency supplies. Because Fest announcement? I did see Fest announcement, yes. It was before Asha and Lost Bell 4 and the Castoria. You know, having proper tea together like this again reminds me of the old Chaldea, the Antarctic. Just think. If we want to fit this into the canon, I'm doing this specifically. Think of this as like flashbacks while we're riding back to Antarctica. Just, it's flashbacks. It's looking back at our memories. Yes. I know things are completely different now, so I shouldn't be feeling sorry for myself, but... Haste makes waste? Oh no, I just realized. If this is before, oh god, we might see him again. Oh no. Oh no, that's a different kind of reliving the trauma. Yes, I've heard that one before. There are similar sayings in other languages as well. Rem dream, It's amazing to think that similar sayings would be formed in completely different civilizations and cultures. Anyway, putting all that aside, you're right. At this point, all we can do is wait for Shion and the captain to finish modifying the shadow border, so that it will be stable enough for us to head to the Atlantic Lost Belt. As much as we'd like to help, it's all just way above our heads. We're not exactly the scientific type. Good question. All we know for sure is that it's taking longer than anyone expected. Shion said that Da Vinci's design for the border is even more intricate and delicately balanced than she had thought. I remember Da Vinci seemed both pleased and apologetic about that. At any rate, they also said that there's a crucial part they need for the modifications. And that we'll probably need to go to the Indian Lost Belt to get it. Hi Thomas, hello, hope you're doing well. It could be something that can only be attained there, or it could be for some other reason. I'm sorry, I just don't know enough to say one way or the other. All I know is that, at this point, it sounds like they're putting the pieces together so they can install this necessary part. Shion thought that this preliminary preparation would be finished soon after we got back from the Chinese Lost Belt, but apparently things didn't go quite as planned. Still, Captain did say it looks like they should be finishing the stage fairly soon now. Then we just, rest. Totally nothing will happen. Totally nothing involving an evil goddess, Lolly. Agreed. We should rest up all we can so we can hit the ground running. Would you like some more tea, Senpai? We also have plenty of cookies to go with it. Oh, right. I know what you're going to say. There's way too many, right? Well, there's a reason for that. Things have become much more lively around Chaldea Base now that we have more servants here. So I made extra to share in case I ran into any of them on the way here. But as luck would have it, I haven't seen anyone else today. Not even Foe. Isn't that more concerning than a relief, though? In fact, now that I think about it, it feels like Chaldea Base is way too quiet today. Oh, yeah, there it is. There's a suspicion. Kinda wish you got Kama, but at least you got Summer Kama. That's fair. Wait, does Summer Kama also have Lolly? What the? Hello? Hello? Do you still exist over there, Akira? If you are there, give me some sort of response. Even an empty message will do. Otherwise, this is the end for the new Chaldea. Calmly sip herbal tea! This is not the time to ghost me. We already have more than enough dead air in our budget. Okay, I can hear you breathing, so that'll suffice to confirm your existence for me. Are you there too, Mash? Even better. What's going on, Shion? Why is the alarm going off? In all of history, there's only ever been one reason for an alarm to go off at base. New Chaldea is under attack. Attack? Correct. It is rather terrible, like waking up only to find out all your data from yesterday is corrupted. What else can you do at a time like this but laugh? No, I'm sorry. This really is not the time to disassociate from reality, is it? We don't have a moment to waste. Please come to the command room at once. Understood. Let's go, Master. I don't think I've ever mentioned it before, but I do like the distinction of relaxed Smash saying Senpai, and like the more serious Smash saying Master. It is nice. It's like, it's charming. We're here. What in the world is going on, Shion? Every Tuesday. Yep, every Tuesday. Before I answer that, I would like to confirm something with you. Did you see anyone else on the way here? Anyone at all? Like one of the staff or a servant? No, I didn't. In fact, I was just telling Master how strange it was that I haven't seen anyone else today. Does that have something to do with this attack? This is what I was afraid of. I was hoping that at least one person might be hiding with present concealment, but I guess that's not the case. Not even the Stalker trio, which is way more than a trio at this point. As soon as I realized there was no one else in the command room, no staff, no Holmes, no Da Vinci, I cut off your cause and effect interference to keep you both safe. To think the only ones that could help in time were you two and myself, especially since I have already cut myself off from human history. Huh? Sorry. I'll leave my self-examination and strategizing to a different thought process and get to the main topic. You can see what sort of attack we were under for yourselves. Even after sounding the alarm and putting out a call, you two were the only ones to come here, and that can only mean one thing. We are now the only ones left in the entire Chaldea base. Okay, that's a way to start it. What? What is happening? The Spirit Origin graph is still working, but we can't summon a single servant. There's not a single member of Chaldea's staff anywhere in the base, let alone the command room. Even my servant, Captain, is gone. We're the only ones left. Whether this is due to external interference or internal sabotage, there's clearly ill intent at work. Purple hair group. It's true, huh? The purple hair trio? But how did we get to this situation? I still need to investigate more thoroughly before I can say exactly what happened. But it is clear what the culprit used to accomplish this. It was ray shifting. They used ray shifting to induce forced Spiritron summoning. To put it in layman's terms, my coffin was used as a catalyst with which to forcefully ray shift everyone away. What? Is that even possible? I'm sure it would be with Chaldeus, but this is Novum Chaldea. There is no phased navigational system that advanced here, so it would be impossible to reverse summon by hijacking our system. Usually I would be 99% sure about that conclusion, but I do have a theory or two on how it could possibly happen. Even if it's 1%, huh? However, they were so absurd that I decided to shelve them for now. Next time I will not be so quick to criticize how Holmes handles situations like this. Oh. Ah. Yeah. Let's learn now rather than later. I mean, if this were a locked room under a murder mystery, it would be as if the killer was the greatest pitcher in the entire universe, and he killed the victim by throwing a ball through an air vent. That is how unlikely the circumstances would need to be for that to happen. So with that said, I suppose if the universe's greatest pitcher were actually here, then it would technically be possible. Sorry, getting sidetracked. Back on point. We are the only ones capable of fighting back against this attack. Akira, Mash, and myself, Shion Eltnam Socorus. Who could the attacker be? Why in the world would they do this? I cannot say anything about that just yet. That said, I do not think one of the cryptors is behind this, since they have no reason to leave their lost belt. I also still have a faint connection to my own servant, Captain. So the fact that he has yet to take any action must mean that he is trapped. And I would guess that all of Chaldea's staff and servants are as well. That's what I want to know now too. Not everyone on Chaldea's staff is a mage. If they really were ray shifted, then... I see. You're worried they may be unable to withstand a ray shift and disappear upon reaching their destination. I cannot deny that such a worst-case scenario is possible. But in this case, I do not think you need to worry, as their ray shift destination does not appear to belong to standard history. That is, they're moving through space more than time, so my coffin will have no trouble verifying their existence. Of course, I cannot guarantee their safety if they should encounter some sort of violence in their destination. But if all the culprit wish to do was harm them, they would not need to go through the trouble of race shifting. So, thinking logically, I suspect the culprit goal was to summon and capture them, not kill them. If I were the culprit, I would have frozen them in the moment they were summoned and kept them in packaged as spiritrons. I have to do that for the people with low race shift aptitude anyway. It would also stop the servants from fighting back. Since they are already being converted during the race shift process, that would definitely be the most efficient way to capture them. Then there's still a chance to save them. Okay, where are they? Of course, that is the most important part after all. When I go to the command room, all of the race ship equipment was already set to fixed parameters. Put it another way, they're all pointing towards a very specific set of coordinates. And since everyone was reverse summoned away, this almost certainly means that someone or something is at those coordinates. So of course, I cannot say if the culprit just forgot to cover their tracks, there was nothing they could do to hide them, or if they left them out here on purpose to lure us in. Where are these coordinates exactly? Does this mean they point to a singularity from the past? This really is a key problem. Remember what I said earlier about this destination not belonging to standard history? It is technically a singularity, but it's also quite different from the singularities we have seen so far. Its influence is spreading, or perhaps I should say, stretching. Usually the bizarre phenomena that takes place in singularities are confined to that singularity, but this singularity is trying to interfere with proper human history while remaining a singularity. In that sense, it may be closer to a lost belt. If we think of human history as one long scroll, singularities are like stains that weaken the scroll by contaminating the history around them, whereas lost belts are like another scroll, entirely that was discarded once it was clear it was no longer useful. It would be that this singularity is some sort of hybrid, a pseudo-singularity similar to Shinjuku or Shimosa. I think the most appropriate name we could give these specific conditions is Humanity Destruction Zone. Right. If this singularity is the same as Shinjuku, that would mean it came about from the central coordinates for this singularity, which is currently stretching out like a line pointing to mid-17th century Japan, during the Edo period. The province of Shimosa you observed before is gone from history, so I expect this incident is completely unrelated. Understood. Regardless, I think there's only one option left to us. Now that we know where everyone was taken, and the path to them is still open, we have to go there too. From there, we need to find whoever or whatever is behind us, defeat them, and rescue everyone. Yes, that is true. In the end, that is all what it comes down to. I'm afraid I cannot let you both go there. I want you to help me, Mash. I already have my hands full observing the singularity. I need one more skilled operator who I can trust to observe and verify Akira's existence. Someone who's capable of filling in for 3 Chaldea staff members on their own. But if I do that, there'll be no one left to help Senpai in the singularity. That is true, but this is a question of priorities. If this were a diving expedition, it would be a decision between going down to the depths with an escort, but without a diving suit, or going down with a diving suit, but no escort. It's not even a matter of which is safer. If you are unable to verify his existence, you won't be able to dive down into this other world at all. But still, going into a singularity without even a single servant is just... Yes, I do understand your concerns, but look at Akira. I mean, I still have shadow servants, no? Exactly. The fact is, this figurative boat we are in is on the verge of sinking, and we are all in it together. As our base has already attacked once, there is no telling when those of us staying here may be attacked again. Hi Ava, hello, hope you're doing well. So I'm afraid our only option is for you to summon up your courage and look for either a weapon or a companion on site. Fortunately, the singularity is in 17th century Japan, which by all accounts was a civilized society, so you should be able to reason with people there. As long as you get past the first hurdle, I'm sure you'll be able to move things along rapidly. What's the first hurdle? Oh, come on. Have you ever seen a samurai movie? I mean, when they draw their swords if they feel someone has behaved improperly towards them. I think they call it Bureuchi? Bureuchi? Gosh, Imagine a society where you cannot even speak to anyone above your class for fear of being beheaded. That would be terrifying. Oh no. Oh no! Bureichi. I've never heard of that before. I see. So that's the situation we're in. If this singularity is that dangerous, I will have to summon up my courage as well. For it seems I am the only servant in all of Chaldea who managed to evade capture. You're... Yes, says Shuin Kiara, a servant. I came as soon as I heard the commotion. So, you're going to Japan, and I will come with you. When do we leave? Why, says Shuin! Yes, it is I, your faithful servant Seshuin Kiara. Never did I expect to receive so much attention from you, especially in front of other people like this. Thank you, Master. Oh no, missed my therapy session? Oh god, I'm gonna need more than therapy after this. Whoa, looking at this magical energy flow, that is definitely one of Akira's servants. Let me see, class alter ego. A special kind of heroic spirit who does not fall under the standard categories. So you're a non-regulation servant. It's in line with my calculations, yes! Since even I was not able to see you, the enemy must have overlooked you entirely. At any rate, this works out perfectly. Now we have a trustworthy bodyguard to go with Akira. Oh, I'm so relieved. Thank you, Kiara. I'm so sorry I wasn't aware of you up until now. But you're obviously gentle, clean, and cool-headed. And you even seem to be familiar with the big gentle, clean, and cool-headed. Is that what... I won't have to ask for anyone better right now. When did you summon her, Senpai? I can't seem to remember. When did I summon her? You are sure we can trust her, right? Of course, though I couldn't tell you why. Bruh. I see. So she's another anti-hero like Shuten Doji. That doesn't quite seem to fit that mold. But never mind that. Thank you for doing this, Kiara. I know that between keeping Master safe and rescuing all the others, this is a lot to ask you, but... You're so polite, Lady Mash. That heartfelt consideration of yours is all the reward I need. Please, you needn't worry. As I said, I will be happy to accommodate Master. Oh boy. Kiara in Tsukihime universe is a dead apostle hunter of the church. Are you serious? Bruh. Oh, I said earlier, I watched a new episode of Face Strange Fake. How does the dead apostle scale in the Tsukihime universe? Because I feel like he's either very average or an absolute wimp in the Tsukihime universe. That's the vibe I'm getting. Usually, a servant like myself would have no part to play in any mission and would never even be called upon. So if you have called upon me now, the circumstances must be dire indeed. I, Seshuin Kiara, swear to swallow any hard feelings I may have and do everything I can to help. What was that first part? The middle part? If the extra class servants escape the enemy notice, maybe we still have hope of finding a couple more. Ideally, I would like to send Akira in with 4 heavenly kings, or at least 3 musketeers. Alas, it seems I was the only one to elude the hands of temptation. I am somewhat different from the other extra servants thanks to my something skill. Is that how we're doing it? Tsukihime dead apostles are higher level since in that universe, servants doesn't exist from what you read. Oh, they just don't exist at all. Do you mean independent action? There must be a very powerful story behind you. I'll be very interested to hear more about it, but right now... Aha! I found someone! You mean there's other servants besides Kiara? Yes! I managed to track down one more. Excellent work, me! However, this servant is not here in the Wandering Sea. The signal I found belongs to the very last servant that was reverse summoned out of here. They appear to have stopped right before the end of their race shift. Perhaps they're doing their best to fight back. You haven't done this? Nope. If you go after them now, you may still be able to rendezvous with them. My. So they're doing their very best to stay strong. How reassuring. But any heroic spirit is completely defenseless right after a race shift, no matter how strong they are. could easily be gobbled up from behind before they can adapt to the singularity. Oh yes, I understand. I also understand why you'd be reluctant to act under the circumstances, Lord Akira, but I think now is the time to do so. We should race shift out of here and go help this last servant as soon as possible. I agree with Miss Kiara. If we don't go help them now, this servant will likely end up trapped, just like all the others. You need to make us contact with them first and re-establish your contract's connection. I'm sorry I cannot give you more time to prepare before you leave, Akira, but... No, we've done with less. We've worked with less. But last month, Kiara got a new animation update. Hontoni. I'm reminded of another saying, make hay while the sun shines. If we know what it is we have to do, and we risk losing something important if we don't act soon, then maybe we should just ignore any doubts we have and move full speed ahead. Either way, my job is to make sure you have all the support you need. So please, Master. Kiara, we're counting on you to keep everyone safe. Understood. Not to worry, I will take care of this. Whatever I can do to help, however small, I can see this through to the end, even should it cost me my life. Still, to think our reunion after so long a time would involve the journey to such a faraway land. Just imagine, the two of us, all alone on a dangerous expedition, with me in this fleeting form that could be turned to dust at any moment. I can see I will need to be ever so careful. Otherwise, I might get so nervous that I inadvertently reveal a rather unseemly side of myself. So she has her memories of Seraph, doesn't she? Final station test is complete. All systems are go. The race shift coordinates are 35 degrees, 41 north, 139 degrees, 45 east, mid-17th century Japan. Since you seem to have some familiarity with the country, you probably already know this, but this will put you in the town of Edo from about 400 years ago, a city everyone knows today as Tokyo. One of your two primary goals for this race shift involves the location itself. This is not an ordinary singularity. It is a massive human destruction zone that appears to even be affecting the axis of time itself. If we do not do something about it now, it is certain to become a huge problem. So one of your primary goals is to take care of the zone itself. Most of the singularities we've seen to date were caused by a massive magical energy resource, typically a holy grail. So if you find something like that here too, you may need to take it into custody. Okay, sure. True, I guess I do not have to tell you that particular goal is just an official party line, at least in one sense. I mostly just said to cover our bases, like an alibi. Just keep it in mind that you don't forget it entirely. The other goal is, of course, much more important and much more urgent. Rescuing all of Chaldea personnel and servants currently trapped here. We still have another huge problem we need to take care of, namely resolving the bleached Earth phenomenon. This order may be much smaller in comparison, but it is an important step nonetheless. The enemy has launched a direct attack on Chaldea. There's only one thing for us to do in response. Counterattack, counterattack, and counterattack some more! By doing so, we will fortify our position for the upcoming Grand Order. So I hope you understand that this race shift is a crucial trial for all of us at Novum Chaldea. Then we'll get back in one piece. Good. Then as this race shift supervisor, I hereby declare that this emergency directive, this counter order, is underway. Master, please be careful over there. Starting unsummoned program. Commencing Spiritron conversion. Race shift begins in 3, 2, 1. All systems are go. Proving urgent order. Initiating counter order operations. Did I do Seraph? I have done Seraph, yes. Alright, who's the servant we're making contact with? Oh god, it'd be really funny if it's BB. I felt as though something or someone was calling me. I am not just one thing now. All sorts of things are layered on top of each other to form me. But I also feel as though it has been that way for a very long time. Do I know when is the next episode of Fate Strange Fake is? It should be next Saturday, as it's always been since it released. I am a goddess. I am a wife of the supreme god, Mahesvara. I am a servant. I am the avatar of mankind. I am called upon by humans. I am the one who aids the efforts to protect the world. Oh, is this? And now, I am being called away, heading there as I speak. Though I'm sure I am being called away, I also know that I am heading there of my own volition. I have to. I must. The impulses within my divine core demand it. I brush off the arm rudely, trying to take hold of me, but I don't run away from it. Instead, I follow it to its source. I step out of a passageway made by humans of human craftsmanship. I head towards a place that is not now, a time that is not here. Oh boy. I know something is waiting for me. Something I can't ignore. And now I arrive at a land of humanity, twisted beyond all recognition. Not next year, I'm sure. Yeah, we're 3 episodes in! What? What are you talking about? Huh? I saw it the moment I arrived. The light of a soul so faint it seemed as though it might go out at any moment. It was so small, so weak, but it was still glowing. Even if it was fated to vanish in an instant, it was still there. I saw it. What? What? Yeah, we're on episode 3 of Fate Strange Fake. Episode 4 if you count the OVA, because they're treating that as episode 0. What do you mean episode 3? There's been 3 episodes of Fate Strange Fake. What? They released 3 episodes. I quite literally just watched the 3rd episode like an hour ago. It looked to me as if I was struggling desperately against something. Like it was waiting for my help. The OVA is episode 1. I see it as episode 0, considering they're saying this is episode 1, blah, 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 blah. I'm sure this isn't the reason I came here. I mean, Unlimited Blade Works had an episode 0, so like, you know. It was only by coincidence I happened to find this tiny remnant of a human soul. But that's exactly why I had to help it somehow. After all, if I came across a person in trouble, I wouldn't need a reason to help them. Every decent person would hope to do the same, even if they really do in practice. So as a kind and loving goddess, how could I refuse? Oh boy. Oh, well, this background seems a little familiar. It looks like we've arrived successfully, Lord Akira. So that was a race shift. How novel. It's quite a different mystic and an even experience than entering someone's mind. Usually we would try to set the race shift coordinates to give you some time to take stock of your surroundings, but we simply didn't have the time. So instead we went with the location as close as possible to the target reading. As a result, it looks like you've ended up inside Edo Castle, the heart of Edo's governing authority. You've essentially directly invaded the most heavily secured base of the entire country. Thanks, Smash! There's no telling who or what might be nearby or what could happen, even from our end. Master Kira, please be careful if possible. Yes, that's true. At this point in history, Edo Castle was so tightly guarded that not even a fly could get through unnoticed. If a thief or spy did manage to sneak in, the guards would surround them 10, perhaps even 20 to 1, or at least I thought they would. When Shion wants to give us a body modification, well, I'll be like the priest in straight. Yo! Stop! He is pretty cool, but stop! But yeah, near the end of episode 3, I think that's who I think it was. Also, Waver's freak out in episode 3 was great. Oh, Nihilist, thank you for the head pat. Thank you. But instead, it's eerily quiet here. Why, it's almost as if... You can take stock of your surroundings later. You're almost on top of the servant readings we were targeting. Please rendezvous with them first. Once they've joined you, you can start gathering information. Hi, Jesse. I see them! Over there! Oh! Parvati? Hi, Strawberry. Hello, hello. Hope you're doing well. Oh, so that is Shiva's wife. Parvati, or rather, a pseudo-servant of her. Perhaps she was able to hold out better by virtue of being a divine spirit. Or maybe there's another reason why she was the only one able to evade capture. At any rate, she did great holding out against the enemy's reverse summoning. Save up a lot in Blue Archive. Yeah, baby! Yeah, we got 6 months to 5th Annie in Global. Good luck, anyone who likes Millennium. Hold on. Quick tangent. I want Arisu and K primarily. But that Rio art is doing things to me that I didn't think were possible. It's really funny I'm admitting all this is for Kiara. But that Rio art is something else entirely. You want an arm that makes garlic bread a command? Yes, it's very important to save the world. Garlic bread button? At least Toki is going to be a free unit. Parvati is a principal Hindu goddess, the consort of Shiva, embodying fertility, love, devotion, power, and motherhood, often seen as the gentle nurturing aspect of Shakti, the mother of Ganesha. But yeah, I'm gonna be pulling for all of them, and ooh, and Mario probably could be good as well. Yeah, I saw one post. What? I saw one post where it was like, ah, yes, the original argument goes back to the bigger original argument. It was 2 pictures of Rio and Amari, and it was it's past him. Yeah, it's been long past him. Tits versus ass. Anyway. Oh yes, she must be wonderfully strong-willed. You had better help her before this enemy or whoever can steal her away. We call her Par? That's cute. No. Huh? I said no. Wait, what? I am not the Indian goddess Parvati. Eh? Wait! Is this... Very well, then. I still don't know who you are, but I will tell you who I am. I am the one who oversees Oku here in Edo Castle. Once I also served as 3rd Shogun Tokugawa Imitsu's wet nurse. Eh? Yeah, ship waifus? Wrong gacha game, Thomas. You're thinking of an entirely different gacha game. No, I have never done Oku, no. Blue Archive is the one with girls with halos and guns. My name is Saito. My given name Fuku. Now I go by the name bestowed upon me by the Imperial Court. Kasuga no Tsubone. Tsubone? Tsubone? Is that it? Say what? To be fair, the last time we were around this time period, there were a lot of people who looked familiar but weren't who we thought they were. So this shouldn't be too shocking. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Kasuga no Tsubone is one of the most famous women in Japanese history. Also, given how great your surprise is, Master, I'm guessing she doesn't look quite how you expected. Eh? It's not that. Apart from her outfit... Oh boy. That's definitely the Parvati we know. What in the world is going on here? Oh no. I am afraid it's... Wait, eh? Wait, so it is Parvati? Okay, now I'm confused. I'm afraid it's kind of complicated. Oh, to be clear, I am the goddess Parvati, you know. Shiva's wife, goddess of elegance and grace, all of that. For a while, I was a little worried how this would all turn out, but I feel much better to know that you're here, Akira. Eh? What? Bone as a servant eventually as well, but she was disliked by the fan. But why? But why, though? Wait, what? Huh? No, but like, same. What could these readings mean? Is there someone else there inside your spirit origin? Edo period, she stood in front of negotiations with the imperial court and contributed to the stabilization of the Tokugawa shogunate. Huh. I see. So you're an acquaintance of Lady Par. Please forgive my earlier outburst. I'm afraid I still don't understand what's going on very well myself, but I'll do my best to explain what I can. It's only proper after all. This is, of course, not my own body. I had fallen ill and was waiting for death to take me. In fact, I think it was after the final thread joined me to this life had snapped that Lady Par rescued me. At that moment, I noticed something strange was happening inside of Edo Castle, and had a flash of insight. It must have been the heavens themselves, or perhaps Lord Toshu Daigogen, who had delivered this Indian goddess to me on my hour of need. They must want me to use this goddess's body and powers to do something about this predicament. As I said earlier, I don't think that's what's going on here. Of course it is. It must be. I'm at least reasonably sure. I don't think, to be fair, she's not used to this. But like at the same time, reason is not exactly a thing we do around here. How else could something this preposterous, this absurd, this ridiculously far-fetched even happen? Where do we even start? If her voice is anything to go by, she has a lot more energy than I expected. But, never mind that. What is this predicament happening in Edo Castle right now? I am neither a servant. I am neither a warrior, nor do I practice any kind of sorcery. I was only given my current title thanks to the little face skill I have with the Naginata. The significance of this could not be clearer. The predicament I speak of has befallen Edo Castle's innermost chambers, where no man but the Shogun himself is allowed to enter. Come across it before? Honto. Oh! Oh, that's... I love that. Wait, that's so cute. God, I love her. I speak, of course, of the place where the Shogun's wife and concubines live. The Oku. I don't know how or why, but everyone in Edo Castle has completely disappeared, and in their place, the Oku has transformed into a labyrinth that appears to reach deep into the bowels of the earth. Oh. That's not good. Tokugawa Restoration Labyrinth, Oku. Well, shoot. Oh boy. We're not even in the map yet? Tokugawa's invitation. As a story chapter, it's one that speedrunners fear. Uh-oh. Well, it's a good thing I'm not a speedrunner. Now I see. So you're a Lady Parvati. I'm used to hearing your Buddhist name, Umahi. So I didn't recognize you at first. This is also my first time meeting a being from the mandala. I must confess that I am a little nervous. Still, right now we are both servants contracted to Lord Akira. In that spirit, I will do my best to contain my excitement so we may work together harmoniously. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't believe we've met. Me? Oh, I am just a humble nun, and wholly unworthy to introduce myself to the Lady Kasuga and Lady Umahi. But if you insist. My name is Seshuin Kiara. It's a pleasure to meet you. I feel like there's something inside you that is entirely separate from anything related to faith. Well... there could be multiple things inside her. something that, depending on the situation, we might need to deal with quickly and decisively. Oh my, something inside me. Please don't look in there. It's far too embarrassing. What? Wait! It's Kiara! What do you mean? Still, it should be okay for now. I have the sense that there's a dam within you. It could break at any moment. But that you also wouldn't be here otherwise. Admittedly, I'm not entirely sure what that means. Yes, I suppose it only makes sense that a goddess would pick up on my connection to this singularity. But that's likely as far as her awareness goes. Even I still don't have the whole picture myself. There's no way she could figure this out before me. I still voice Kiara? Is that how we're doing this? Now I get bonked if the characters are horny? Oh god. Maybe I should have just gone to Ordeal Call. There is definitely something about you that nags at me. We have more pressing matters to focus on right now. Yes, I can sense that there is still something here. And whatever it is, it's something only I can confront. Thanks you for waiting. Our equipment is all just in fine-tune now. This is a rare and valuable situation, so I want to make sure all the data we collect is accurate. Part of me would like nothing better than to find out if you evaded capture thanks to being a divine spirit servant. But if that was the case, there's also like Ishtar, Reshkagal, so many other characters. Wherever the hell BB is. Or if it was a confluence of circumstances owing to your avatar in the particular place in which you were summoned. For now, we should limit our focus on gathering as much information about the current situation as we can. The more testimony we have from more varied perspectives, the better. After all, so please tell us what happened from your perspective. BB's BB? That's true. So you came across Subone's soul while you were being drawn here, and decided to help her out on a whim. That's right. I realized that sharing my spirit origin with her was the only way I could do to save her. I knew it was a stopgap, but I just couldn't look the other way. But thanks to that, my own definition became less clear, and I think that's why I was able to escape the enemy's forced summoning. So it all worked out in the end. I don't even feel any kind of force pulling on me anymore. Though I do still smell something foul at work here. And they think it's coming from over there, that place Kasuga no Subone called Oku. As far as I can tell, whatever's going on here is just as she described. So all the people in Edo Castle had disappeared, just like the ones at Chaldea Base. And now the Oku has turned into a labyrinth? Coincidence? I think not. It is all clearly connected. At this point, it could not be clearer that the attack on the Wandering Sea and this strange phenomena at Edo Castle are the work of a hostile force. That aside, I'm still not quite sure what you mean when you say that Oku has turned into a labyrinth. Did you see it for yourself, Subone? Well, sort of. I was just thinking, oh crap, I'm really dead now. And it's the Nirvana when I think I caught a glimpse of it. Then, just as I realized that something strange was going on with my Oku, I was feeling thoroughly pissed off about it. That was when Lady Par's... We're all just calling her Par now, huh? So, no, I didn't exactly get a good look at it. I'm positive there's something strange going on there. I mean, we might as well just go. You do have a point, but I think it's still too soon to go to this Oku place. Before you try to make your way through this labyrinth, you should make sure that your current surroundings are safe and you have ample supplies. Now that you have accomplished your time-sensitive mission to secure the last reverse summoned servant, there's no reason to rush. Not to mention we still don't know where everyone else is yet. Right. I'm also worried about what may have happened to Chaldea's staff and servants. I would have rescued them too if I had happened to see anyone. I did with Subone, but unfortunately, I didn't. Oh no. Pitiful, just pitiful. Exactly the sort of cowardly move I would expect from plebs. What a joke. Wait. Director? He laughed like that? Bruh. Director? Please, director, get hold of yourself. New Year's is over now. I see. So he finally cracked under the pressure. Don't mistake my gentle tone for genuine friendliness. I'm only showing you mercy as far as anyone as noble as me would. If Go Collab would like to see where Ishtar, Ramasa, Parvati, and Sitonai switching to their host personalities, I would like to see them meet. It'd be funny. We also have Emiya and Saber along with us. Okay, Okay, my bias says I would like Saber along for the ride. But I know primarily we would have to be Emiya. And Emiya! I do not recall giving you permission to speak. Now lower your heads in my presence. What? You there, boy! How dare you speak to me so casually? I don't even know who any of you are! What the What? What? Less than I am more hollow ataraxia? Honto. Just so you know, commoners like you would usually be lucky to get so much as a glimpse of a noble warrior like myself in your entire lives. So know your place and show me the respect I'm due. You don't know who you are? Does that mean you aren't Director Gordoff Music? Music? Who might that be? Whoever he is, his name certainly has a powerful ring to it. Bruh. Imagine the companion server is Kide. Oh god. No, what if it was Gilgamesh? But it was specifically, it's also the Phase Zero part of the timeline. No, we already did Phase Zero. There was already a Phase Zero thing. But what if Gilgamesh? It's still Caster Gilgamesh, so it's more mature Gilgamesh. But he still despises Tokiyami. Tokami? I forgot. Rin's dad! Alright, you listen to me. I am Tokugawa Gordoff, the Great Shogun! What? But Gordoff, your wife... Sorry. Golf? What? I see you're so shocked that you're at a loss for words. And well, you should be. Usually it would be utterly unthinkable for commoners like yourself to so much as see the Shogun, let alone converse with him. Well, I have heard that later Shogun would sometimes dress up like a commoner and go mingle among them for a lark, but never mind that. At times, it is the mark of a true Shogun to demonstrate his generosity, regardless of how unspeakably rude or undeserving the recipients may be. Now that you are my guest, I will treat you with the hospitality you deserve. You have my word as the Tokugawa, no, as the Lord of the Oku, paradise on earth. He's laughing golf. Yeah, he is not all there. Usually the Oku would be firmly off limits to all men but the Shogun, but today I'm willing to open its doors to worthy guests. I'm talking about an honest-to-goodness paradise on earth here. What's there to think about? Don't bother getting ready, just come as you are. Trust me, you'll find all matters of happiness inside the Oku, and it's fun too! What? I am so confused. I just ran an analysis on his biological signatures, focusing primarily on his voice print, and I can certainly say with almost 100% certainty that is Gordoff music. Of course, Mr. Gordoff is human, so I doubt he's sharing his body with someone else like Parvati. Was that line was a female MC? I can't remember. I don't know. It can only mean that he's been brainwashed. I thought he was one of those really distinguished mages. The quality of his magical circuits aside, that depends on how the clock tower evaluates a mage's talents. Not to mention, the clock tower seems to take political power into consideration much more than we do at the Atlas Institute. At any rate, I'm afraid my worst case predictions were correct. I will guess that he was the first wedge. What do you mean? I mean, the enemy must have used him to get a foothold for their attacks on the Wandering Sea. It would be impossible for an outside enemy to hack our ray shift equipment to conduct a mass reverse summon while leaving everything else untouched. I suspect that they may have used a more physical approach for that part. It looks like they probably chose to do it by using Mr. Gordolf. They must have started by making contact with him and brainwashing him to their side. He could then use his director's security clearance to disable all of Command Room's protections. After which, he was likely the first to be ray-shifted away. What a stupidly efficient attack! Emphasis on stupid! Oh my god. I know what you mean. No matter how advanced the company's security may be, it is all too easy to make off with its data as long as you can sway someone who works there on your side. Man! After all, you don't even need to decrypt it if you can make off with the device's lock, stock, and barrel. Honestly, it pains me to think that such a crass and inelegant solution could work this well. At any rate, once the enemy had Mr. Gordolf under their control, they must have used his connections to all the other staff and servants to reverse summon them here willy-nilly. It must have taken an unbelievable amount of magical energy to do that, much more than even the Holy Grail could provide. The enemy would need something with an inexhaustible resource of generating magical energy. But never mind what happened in the past. Right now we need to focus on the problems facing us right now. His outfit may have looked ridiculous, but this is no laughing matter. No, if anything, it's even more serious than I thought. Oh yes, if nothing else, we now know that the director is there in Ioku. Tokugawa Gordolf, was it? We absolutely must save people like him. He might not be the only one trapped in the Oku. Maybe the others are there too. Alright. Now we really gotta go then. Unbelievable! Who does that Gordolf person think he is, calling himself a Tokugawa? This is a travesty! How could he even ride his horse upon armor with all the— Wow! There is something I didn't tell you earlier, for if word of this got out, it would be an unprecedented crisis for the shogunate and by extension, all of Japan. Everyone in Edo Castle has vanished, including Imetsu, and the current shogun. Oku is the same type as the Samurai Remnant collab. Quick, find Iori in the other! Is it really? What if it's a different century, though? He must be within the Oku as well. I must rescue him, no matter what. Please, will you help me? I second her request. Please help her. I may not be at full strength, but I can still come out like this to help you in battle if things should come to that. And Kasuga no Tsubone seems like she knows a lot about the Oku. I'm sure her knowledge will be helpful. Of course, we have to rescue Gordolf and all the others, but even putting them aside, I think I need to go there. Something tells me I need to confront whomever or whatever is behind all this, and then I'll find them in the Oku. I cannot recommend charging into enemy territory before we had a chance to create a campsite of our own. But you do have Parvati on your help you in battle, and Kasuga no Tsubone to guide you around the Oku. So after discussing it among my different thought processes, we have come to the consensus that it should be okay for you to go there under these conditions. So, make hay while the sun shines, was it? Well, if we are going to do this, then let's do this! Did you have any roles in the Samurai Remnant collab banner? Nope. Your next objective is to infiltrate the Oku, investigate what's happening there, and rescue everyone who's trapped. There's no telling what could happen in there, so please be extra careful. Oh, don't worry. I practically built the Oku myself. Didn't you just say it got transformed to a giant labyrinth? It might be a little more labyrinthine now, but I still know like it like the back of my hand. Probably. Besides, now I have a goddess of India and her trusty companions here to help me. Whatever sort of nasty person might have taken over the Oku, I'm sure we can handle them just fine. Ha ha ha! Girl, that is a red flag if I've ever heard one. Only MP3 you need to show for only MP3. What? Oh boy. Alright. Let's do this. Oh. I mean... Huh? You haven't done this in a while. Time to grind SQ. Where is it? There it is. Actually, we could double Kiar. Or Kiar. Wow. Okay. God. Double koi on it. He says, let's see here. Oh, hi, Kama. Actually, we can do that for the MP gain. Just in case. What was this? Osuzuroka. Osuzuroka. I never had anything nearly this creepy, my Oku. And she's already confused. There certainly is a strange aroma here. What is this place exactly? This is Osuzuroka, the Bell Corridor. It's the only way to get from Nakaoku, where the Shogun resides, to the Oku. The Oku itself has several other entrances, so this corridor is usually reserved solely for the Shogun's use. But since it looks like this is the only way to the new labyrinthine Oku, I'm afraid we have no choice but to make use of it ourselves. If you were to enter the Oku from one of the servants' entrances, or even if you were able to get a bird's eye view of this place, I'm sure it would look like a perfectly ordinary building. When you go there from the passage reserved just for the Shogun, it leads to a mysterious labyrinth. That appears to be the situation we're dealing with right now. That space is clearly warped. It's an unknown and secluded spatial structure made by magecraft. To be honest, it may even surpass the Alice Institute's engineering. Though I really should not compare them since this technology and ours could not possibly be more different. Whatever is happening here is nothing like I have ever seen. How strange. This sort of thing would usually be right up my alley. For some reason, I just cannot get excited about this at all. Indeed. I have no idea how or why this happened. Also pretty sure we have never had this much Indian decor before. Ugh, this is all wrong for Tokugawa interior design. If the decorator were here, I'd ask him to redo the whole thing. Anyway, this is the Ojoguchi. Ojoguchi? The door that leads to the Oku, but it would seem that someone is there. What? Who in the world are they? Are you supposed to be intended to guard the Ojoguchi? Just look at them. We never ever hire anyone like that. The Oku's attendants must be proper ladies from noble families. You have every right to be angry. Those things are clearly not living creatures. They may look alluring, but they are nothing more than an automata or homunculi. Puppets, really. There seems to be something different about them compared to normal automatons, though. They seem to be vaguely Indian, like this corridor. Why is that? The Ojoguchi does need someone to stand guard at all hours of the night and day. So your enemies thought that marionettes who don't need to sleep would be right for the job. What a ridiculous idea. At any rate, this is definitely the door to the Oku, so we can't afford to stop now. You there! The attendant with 4 arms! Welcome. Thank you for coming. Please enjoy your... It can talk?! Bruh. Well, darn, you just full of surprises. But I am Kasuga no Osubone. I spent my whole life watching over the Oku. It will take more than a little song and dance to scare me off now, you brazen, bizarre marionette. Now step aside or I will strike you down where you stand. Yeah! Oh, whoops. It seems like this is your lucky day, you monster. I don't have my Naginata on me right now. Bruh. Sorry for the trouble, Lady Par, but would you mind taking over from here? Wait, you can't just spring these things on me like this. Bruh. Are we so for real right now? Oh, just the one? Oh, just the two. Alrighty then. Well, so much for needing that. Well, yeah. Sorega. They released 3 new servants in JP for the Valentine's event. One of them is the first Valentine male servant. After 10 years, we finally have a male Valentine servant. Let's go! I'm clearly just prepping for Lord Logress. For MP1 of both servants, that said Yui is your main target. We are working on an RT supplement with Avalon Historia from hitting Bond 10. Ah. Or Bond 15. Well, there it goes. So suspicious. And we were about to fight them anyway, so I didn't hesitate to exercise them, but they never really attacked us, did they? Now I feel kind of bad. They must have been too scared to fight back after seeing your divine glory, goddess. Oh, and I guess your face scared them off too, Lady Seshuing. Anyway, now there's no one left in our way. Come, let's go. Oh, whoops. Master, I suspect you're going to find an even stranger world past that passageway that you're seeing right now. You'll be ruled by structures, laws, and theories that are completely different from the ones outside the Oku. Basically, there's no telling what might happen. Oh yes, this is what a good dungeon crawl should be like. Oh, sorry. I slipped into spectator mode by mistake. I should take a page from Holmes' book when it comes to keeping my cool. Anyway, be extra careful in there, everyone. This is where the expedition really begins. Getting this. Oh yeah, the people actually data mined it for a while now because her Seiyu, the voice of her, like, before the game's launch, basically. To delay the inevitable, she's going to reach Bond 15 eventually, Zero. The audience. How many acts are in this event? Just, I need a number. There is a really funny option of picking comma. Years before FGO itself came out. Yeah. They had to re. Oh, of course. She could just use lines from 12 years ago. Even if what her, it's not even a question of her acting ability or not. It's the question of tech just got better. So it's probably like better mics and stuff. Mics, mixing, whatever. Is this the place? Logress still doesn't bring up Mordred. Why would she? No, that sounds too mean. I feel a little bad for Mordred. Don't worry. The fans clearly love her. Then they eat up a good tomboy. Oh my. The door just locked itself behind us. Looks like they have no intention of laying us leave. Fine by me. Let's keep on moving then. Please don't call attention to that. I'm trying my hardest not to think about it. I wonder if this... actually, yeah. Kind of gotta wonder what happens if I switch genders. Of course it's against the rules for men to enter the Oku, but these are bound to change with the times. Besides, there are clearly more important things to worry about right now. In fact, now that I really think about it, The hallway is just like Osuzoroka's we were just in. Sliding doors, the walls, the ceiling, the flooring, decorative transom. None of it was like the Oku I know, not one bit. And if this isn't the real Oku, which it clearly isn't, then I don't have to worry about the rules. In fact, I'll be damned if I do. So there we go. So this is the Oku. Of course, being a woman of the cloth as I am, I have never been in such a place before, let alone entered one. He's playing Oku now. We have to wait for that. Oh, I see. I never expected such lurid lighting and intimate quarters. Oh, I can practically feel the dark passion here crowding out the very air itself. In fact, I can't help but notice something sweet rolling about in these walls. So sick it all but chokes me. I suppose that is hardly a surprise. The Oku is a cloistered palace where the press of warm bodies and passion can be felt at all hours, is it not? Oh, no. Don't worry. I'm not here to condemn such things. It is, after all, necessary for the survival of the species. To be alive is to be a slave to the desires of the flesh, you know. No, this isn't normal at all. I'm afraid you have some very, very big misconceptions about the Oku, Lady Soshuin. The real Oku is nothing like this dim subterranean labyrinth. Yes, it's broad and complex, but it's also clean and spacious and perfectly pleasant. It even had a garden! Besides, the Oku is reserved solely for the Shogun's wife and concubines. Its purpose is to ensure a safe place in which to produce an heir to the Tokugawa family. That is why it exists. If you think the Shogun simply goes about laying his hands on any woman in the place who happens to catch his eye, like the hares you may have heard about in other countries, you could not be further from the truth, and I'll thank you not to spread your groundless impressions further. Really? That's exactly what I thought it was like too! Parvati! I thought Parvati was supposed to be... Oh my god! I thought Parvati was supposed to be like the nice one! As opposed to, like, what, most of the other Sakura faces? Oh my god. Not you too, Lady Par. Apothecary Diaries. Yeah, I was also thinking Apothecary Diaries. I need to go back to it. I'm on episode, like, 5 of season 2? Something like that. Seems I need to educate you all on exactly what the Oku is and what it stands for. Fortunately, as the Shogun's wet nurse, I am responsible for his education. I have plenty of experience teaching all manner of things. Right. All of you, we're doing this now? I would also be interested in hearing your lecture about the Oku, Kasuga no Subone, but I think you'll have to wait. I'm picking up something ahead of you. It's not just something, it's a human. Just a simple, ordinary human signal. Of all the possible reasons that ran through my mind when I heard that commotion near the Ojoguchi, I never expected this. Your girlfriend you should watch... Nihilist! You have a girlfriend? Also, yes, you should watch Apothecary Diaries. It's great. The best way I can describe it is like a slice of life rom-com with a slight dash of mystery. It's really good. Highly, highly recommend. Plus, Mama is great. Parvati is kind, but she does have a tough love mode and an angry god mode. Oh. This is going to be quite a hassle. You goth girl from... Oh. Nice. That's all I'm going to say. Nice. Good job, Nihilist. This is where I would high five you. If I could. My chat, I see. So this is what streamers... So this is what it feels like when streamers find out their chat is actually dating. And they're the single ones. To be fair, her host is soft, but has a dark side too. I mean, fair. You're Lord Matsudaira. Lord Matsudaira Izu no Kami Nobusuna. What are you doing here? Let me check the old database. There. Matsudaira Izu no Kami Nobusuna. One of the highest ranked officials in General Imetsu's shogunate, and the 3 key advisors supporting him. Do I have a partner? No! I've never been hit on! What do you mean, do I have a partner? Hi, Aru. Hello, hello. Hope you're doing well. I'm married to Artoria. Actually, yeah, you're right. Which one? The answer is yes. He is especially renowned for his vast intelligence. It was called Wise Izu. I guess he must have been around during this time as well. Parvati had a hand in Ganesha's physical examination gauntlet. Wait, what is the physical what? Huh? Indeed he is, though I do get the sense that we haven't seen each other for a long time. A long time? I've never seen you before in my life. Oh my god! The interlude for Ganesha? I don't think I've done that. Fine then. What if I call you by your childhood name? Lord Choshiro? Choshiro. Even if I do look different now, I can't believe you would forget about the woman who raised you. It's me, Fuku. Kusuga no Tsubone. Hard as it is to believe, seeing your piercing eyes and the way you conduct yourself. It does seem that you could only be Lady Kasuga, and another strange occurrence. If anything's strange around here, it's you. What are you doing here? Why do I get the feeling you look much younger than you're supposed to? Let's just say that I have my lord to thank for my new use. Now, what are you doing here? I thought you were supposed to be bedridden. Hope I find someone like Bruh! And yes, she knows. Spoiler-free summary, lots of servants related to Ganesha / Jinako make her go through a physical exam. Bruh. Never mind me, who's this lord you're serving? If your answer is anything besides the Shogun. Lord Imetsu. He is not dead, but he is no longer here either. I cannot serve him anymore even if I wish to. Thus, I now serve none but the lord of the new Oku here in this new Edo castle. Your services are no longer needed, Lady Kasuga. You're one of Lord Imetsu's most trusted advisors. How could you be so shameless as to turn your back on him? I know I raised you better than that. Speak nonsense, Lady Kasuga. How can I serve a lord who is no longer here? You talking about Gordov? That Tokugawa? At any rate, you must all be given a proper welcome, but as a job for the attendants, not myself. Somebody come here! So there are more of these things. Ooh, a proper welcome. Does this mean we're going to dance for us? Unless you mean a dance to the death. The dicks look like much more aggressive than those last guards. Please get back to Tsubone. Oh boy. Neat life. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's where I thought it was going. Man.
始めましょう、マスター。
マスター。
そういう逃がしはしない。聖剣解放。日向勝ちきれそうでしょ。完全メイド。よろしく。はい、NSS サービスです。そのように。失礼。こちらの話です。これは準備お任せよ。この明かりは星の希望。死を照らす命の証。
The Caliber! Oh shoot, there's more! Wait, pause. We can do this. We can do this still. This is why we wear this mystic coat. This is why we wear this mystic coat. Caliber!
人間の火力ではどうあっても私には及びません。おとなしく我が社に入り。
Nice. These 3 enemies, 3 more appear than the were 6 enemies are out at the same time. So before they did that? Oh. Alright then. Phew. I'm glad it's over with. I confirmed there are no more hostiles nearby, but I'm afraid it seems that man from before is gone as well. Lord Nobusuna. You were never the most sociable person. I'm certain you care for the Shogun just as much as I did. You're his loyal retainer. Why would you do this? At least now we know. At least we know now that whoever is behind this is working with people like that. As a high-ranking shogunate official, second only to the Shogun himself, he must know all about Edo Castle. And if he's working with whoever's behind this, maybe he knows where Director Gordolf and the others are too. I hope we can get some information out of him the next time we see him. Either way, we still need to keep making our way through this labyrinth if we want answers. Akira, this is where the real dungeon crawl begins. I know it looks impossible to navigate, but given that someone must have built it, I would be very surprised if there were not some way to determine the correct route. It could be just some kind of idiosyncrasy in the part of its creator during the building process, or it could be something they did intentionally. Whichever it is, I want you to keep a close eye on your surroundings so we do not miss it. Oh boy, here we go. So what's the gimmick? Is it an actual gimmick or... Oh boy. What? Mouse room? The class splits in two. Which way to go? Eh? Cold corridor, warm corridor. So mouse room, cold corridor, warm corridor. What? Warm corridor? There's a warm presence. Uh-huh. The floor is nice and warm and cozy. Akira, I'm not a rat! Tamaki. Do I want a map? No. Main servers are waiting inside the room. So do it.
Data は十分。手玉に取って差し上げます。前例を見せる正面打て逃がしはしない。皆様好き放題はち切れそうでしょ。はい、NSS サービスです。もちろん、そのように。いいですね。こちらの話です。この明かりの星の気分。死を照らす命の証。
Was I born the year of the rat? I don't know what year I was born in. I'm not exactly sure, actually. Caliber!
騎士の誓いは破れない。
Cool. Okay. Got another paper lantern. And then does this branch too, again, Tanuki room. What? Okay. This is the using service we actually, oh my god. Yeah, scratch marks. Animal fur on the floor. Only can be heard from inside the room. Tiger. Alright, let's go again. Chimera is sitting inside the room looking cramped. Have I seen Oshinoko Season 3? Wait, I thought that was later this year. Did the first episode come out? Dungeon crawling. I hope I'm going the right way, but we're about to find out. As we scallop blast our way through here. Last Wednesday? Oh, I need to watch that then. I thought it was later this year. I was very wrong. Oh, I was very wrong. There. Okay. Don't know why I'm getting that notification now. Jolly seems to be inside the room. You so need apples. Oh yeah, cause of the recent event. Here you go. Starting to see where this goes well. There's sauce. You got your Jolter the Bond 10. Nice. Nicey, nice. Hey, groom. Oh, hey. Cool. Oku. The Audience, Part 2. Okay. Earlier. Wait, he's in his normal outfit? Hmm? Oh, when he first got transferred! What the? What is this place? I could have sworn I was just alone in my room. Enjoying my weekly ham and sausage feast away from the others, so to say nothing of that little animal's prying nose. What's going on? Oh, foe. Am I sleepwalking? Is that what this is? Maybe I should have taken Da Vinci's advice and gone on a regular checkup after all. At any rate, I'm the head of Chaldea, the mental support pillar holding up the entire organization by myself. I can't let my staff relax their focus now. Not when we're in the middle of war. I need to head back to my still under construction director's office to make sure we all get out of here alive. It's still on, bruh. Well, that aside, where am I anyway? Is this the way out? Oh no. What? Who are you lot? Stay back! Stay back, damn it! That's not gonna be, is it? Very well. I have my scrolls and my mystic code. I can fight back handily. Take this. Perplexing golf punch! He cast fist! He unironically cast fist! It worked? Bewildering golf punch. Intimidating golf punch. Pitiful! They're far too weak. Or perhaps I'm just too strong. All that aside, even I can't quite believe I took care of this many enemies so quickly. I suppose I must have grown more than I realized over the course of this journey. Seems I have awakened the beast within me. Probably don't want to say beast in this moment in time, Gardoff. Especially not considering who our current company is. His father did KO Sieg and Apocrypha with fist attacks. God damn! Even when you Olga Marie through the wall. Cuckoos are nice. I may be a particularly late bloomer, so late I almost didn't make it in time, but nonetheless. Oh, so there's still more of you, are there? Don't you realize you're hopelessly outmatched? Oh! Actual magecraft. Cool. I have no interest in kicking those who are down, especially when they're already a full lap behind. But if you mean to attack me, then I leave no choice. I need to get back to the people eagerly awaiting my return. Now move aside, or I become death, destroyer of you! Yes, I've always wanted to say something like that. Bruh. I mean vibes, but like, bruh. Seeing all these puppets attack us without so much as blinking is kind of creepy, if not downright scary. Yes, it was terrifying how many there were. Luckily for us, they weren't very strong. I agree. I may have lost some of my power, but I can still handle these enemies just fine. Just as I have all of you helping too, I don't think we'll have any trouble making progress. Master, may I ask a favor of you? Hi? Weak though these attendants may be, I think it would be better if we didn't destroy any more of them than necessary. I ask this simply because of all things, living or otherwise, have value in the Buddha's eyes. So you think we should treat everything with respect, even if it lacks souls? I can get behind that. Okay, let's not get carried away and go around destroying any more than we have to. Okay, so our usual. Very capable. He was part of the policy department of the clock tower. He was part of the mage police force? The heli? You have a kind heart, Lady Akira. I like that very much. Everyone should be sympathetic to those who lack power, regardless of how high ranked they may be. The fact that you can summon up to that kind of sympathy even in circumstances as tense as these speaks volumes for your inner strength of character. I see you're not merely repeating what you've heard, but truly believe what you say. Yes, I'm very impressed. There's a good boy! I'm gonna leave the screen on there for a bit. I'm gonna go get some chocolate. I'll be back. Bye. Here's some more chocolate. Man, he was think 10 or oh my god. Okay. Oppenheimer, I am aware, yes. I haven't watched the movie, but I am aware of that line of that quote, yes. Is she treating Master like a child? I'm sorry, force of habit. Long ago, I decided that whenever I praised a child, I would do so with all my strengths. I would pat their head whenever I did so. And now it's a habit that's very hard to break. I'm truly sorry if I made you uncomfortable. It's kind of refreshing. Head pats are nice. At any rate, thank you all for indulging such a selfish request. You really believe in mercy, don't you? I guess you really are as gentle as you look, Kiara. Can I look at YouTube chat? What about it? Okay, hold. Nihilist, thank you for the 6 months. Thank you. I am not cute, but I appreciate the 6 months. God damn it. Technically, MC is a child at this point. Technically, the MC is child since for as long as we can remember. Technically, with all these, like, deities around us, I think we're always a child. No, it's not that. I simply seek salvation in accordance with my faith. Yes, after all, I feel nothing at all when we destroy these dolls. Not to mention, these attendants were clearly designed by someone for a specific purpose. How was chocolate break? There's no more chocolate! Sag, I don't have chocolate. I don't have that much of a sweet tooth, but I like chocolate when I can get it. I cannot let Master down in the face of such an insidious trap. Whatever the one who planned all of this is plotting, we mustn't take it easy for them. Alright. Lively corridor. A giggling sound can be heard from the corridor. Giggling sound. Lots of laughter can be heard from inside the room. Giggling corridor room fox room. Tomomo? Oh boy. Lots of maid servants are sitting inside the room. Uh-oh. Man. 18 or 21 considering Japanese legal age for adults. Shuten does see you as an adult since I think yokai sees 13 as an adult age. Oh! Well that, I see. Understood. I would hope she sees us as an adult considering she rearranged our guts twice. Yes, I will keep referring to it that way. No, you cannot stop me. So we're anywhere between the ages like 14 and 17. Great. Now here we go. Caliber!
平坦は保っていますか？それは結構。
Okay, box room. Oh, okay, sure. Act 2, The Audience, Part 3. Are you sure about this? Oh! Oh! Oh, it's the... Ooh! Guys. They have all the Artorias at the moment. Do I know who I'm picking for the 5-star ticket? Come in. Oh god, there's a 5-star ticket? Oh, frick. I will think about that later. Guys, it's the cute and funny. It's cute and funny, Tama. Don't tell her I know this, but it's the cute and funny one. Ugh, why would you even ask such a boring question? Of course, I'm sure. Why did you think I would say otherwise? Forgive me. I could not help but inquire, given what unusual looking sort they were. You're quite the worrywart, aren't you, Mutsudaira? It doesn't matter what someone may be like before they enter this Tokugawa Oku. Once they do, there's only one way forward for them. And I don't mean physically. I explicitly designed it so one can only proceed by behaving in a certain way. So of course I'm not going to have second thoughts about the innermost chamber I created myself. Yes, my lady. Dangerous lolly alert, that's the best kind. That said, this is a little unexpected. Not enjoying themselves as much as they're supposed to. Maybe it's because that romantic little goody-goody Parvati is there with them. But that's fine. Who cares? I don't. Anyways, that reminds me. How are things going with the one I left in your care? I'm afraid there's not yet been much progress. Is that so? Well, that's okay. Just keep it up until you're satisfied. Still, don't you think it would be easier to cut your losses, crush them, and make them pillar already? I do not. I appreciate the suggestion, my lady. I would like to keep trying for a while longer. They're useful as they are now. Kama can shift from her child form, teenage form, and adult form, like how Clockwork does in Danny Phantom. That's how I always saw it as well. Hey, I left them in your charge for a reason. If that's what you want to do, go right ahead. Just because I think you're wasting your effort on that piece of trash doesn't mean I'm not rooting for you to succeed. In the end, that is what I am after all. Which is why I'm going to do the same thing to all of them. Parvati may make me sick to my stomach. I wouldn't be who I am if I didn't extend a hand to her anyway. Yes, why beat around the bush when there's no need to? I should go out there and greet them as soon as I can. Are we gonna meet Danger Lolly soon? Whew, that's a battle over. They're no stronger than they were before, but it's still hard dealing with so many at the same time. All their remains are literally starting to pile up. Talk about a critical hit. That last one. See the way it went flying? Very, very nice. Oh. Eh? Oh boy. I'm sorry to ask this Akira, but could you give me a few minutes? Hi? Is she picking up all their heads? Oh my. She appears to be gathering them together so she can pray for them. Oh! Very goddess-like. Okay, All done. Sorry to keep you waiting. I know these are our enemies, but they're nothing more than automatized familiars. So maybe there's no point in doing this, since I know they aren't even alive. But I couldn't live with myself if I didn't try to do something. That's strange. Not at all. Good. I'm relieved to hear that. I don't think it's especially strange either, but I am curious why you did it. Is it because the Buddha resides in all things, living and otherwise? I suppose you could say it's... Oh, hit my mic, sorry. Suppose you could say that's part of it, but it's really much simpler than that. First of all, seeing their heads fly out like that got me thinking about my son. Even if they are only dolls, the idea of letting them die there like that just doesn't sit well with me. You aren't talking about Ganesha, huh? Apart from that, I mostly just felt it. After all, I'm Parvati, the goddess of beauty and benevolence, so of course I would pray for my enemies. Oh, so of course, that's not to say I would do that for anyone and everyone. I'm sure you've realized as much from our battles so far, but I didn't feel the need to pray for them every time. I understand the enemy could see that as a naivete and weakness. But still, when I do happen to feel a desire to be kind to them, I don't want to ignore it. Maybe that really is my naivete and weakness showing. But even if it is, I think it's an important part of who I am. I'll never forget how you saved me without any ulterior motive back when I was utterly defenseless, Lady Par. I'm sure you did so because you weren't able to ignore your kind nature then either. Can't tell you how grateful I am for that. And they sneeze? Oh, you're welcome? In that case, I pretty much just acted without thinking, but I guess it does boil down to that when you put it into words. You're right. I could ignore my desires to help. Important part of who you are, huh? That's true. The greater divine spirit you are, the more unavoidable the problem becomes. To be a deity is to contain multitudes, after all. Put another way, which version of you is here right now? Right. For example, Kali or Durga would never do anything like this. If they didn't crush a doll's heads and remains beneath their feet, they'd probably wear their remains as trophies. Kali, the god of fury, and Durga, the god of war. I remember someone once told me that they're like a different side of you. I think they also said that your spirit origins may be different, but you all just share the same divine core. The fact you're like this is specifically because you aren't their spirit origins right now. As you know, I'm manifesting right now via the innate goodness in this girl I'm using as my avatar. The goodness also repels any disposition that can acclimate to it. You don't know of the dawn by any chance? I feel like I have. So right now I really am just Parvati. Nothing more. Well, there might still be what's the expression for that sort of thing? The yin to the yang to the yin? Either way, there might still be a tiny drop of that in me. It's so small that I couldn't worry about it even if I wanted to. It's true. Or at least it usually would. I think the important thing is that I'm still here despite that. I think the fact that I'm here even though I'm not well suited for fighting, and I'm here even though I had to borrow part of my husband's power to manifest, I can't help but feel like it means something. There's some sort of reason why I need to be here rather than Durga or Kali. S2, after 15-ish years, goddamn. Significant somehow. Or at least that's how it feels to me. I'm afraid there isn't much else I can say beyond that at this point. Of course, I'm sure you would have all preferred I manifested with a side that was a little better at fighting. It's fine. I know it would make things at least a little easier for all of you if I had, so I am sorry about that. I'm relieved to hear you say that. I promise you I'll at least do my best to not get in your... No, I have to think more positively than that. Do my best to be as helpful as I can. I want to be sharp and ruthless in battle, but not just a kind outside of it. Anyway, I don't know how helpful I can be, but I promise you all I'm going to try my best. way does this go? A romantic or quiet? I wasn't expecting to be thinking this much. Let's see. Quiet? The area is eerily quiet. Alright, I need to see this. What is Yona... Yona of the Dawn? Oh, wow. Huh. Wow, that is an old anime. Wow, just looking at it. That's crazy. Damn, I'm happy for the fans. Okay. Okay. At the end though. Well, at least I get fangs. The wyvern! No, not the wyvern again. Man! Always comes back to wyvern. Okay. Bye. Adapt into an anime. It's very reverse harem-ish, but there is a main pair. Gotcha.
契約を続行しますか？いい判断です。それでこそ私のマスターかと。
Oh god, I'm feeling exhausted. Is my chocolate? Was that my chocolate? Okay. It's fine. We got fangs out. Oh wait, what? Oh, that was the right plate. Dim or stagnant? Stagnant? Strokes the eagle, it's hard to breathe. Move the manga till we're on a hiatus. Haven't checked back in a while. Oh. Gotcha, gotcha. Well, it's the Lancer, so that makes this even easier. It's a runaway horse! Do I like dark chocolate, milk chocolate, white chocolate? I like... There's red chocolate? What? I like milk and white chocolate. Those are my two favorite kinds of chocolate. Okay. Bye bye. この明かりの星の気分死を照らす命の証決着をつけるぞカリバー平坦は保っていますかそれは結構 You said for this, there wasn't even an auto build. I think that's just from the general update. Okay. We're covering patches of mold revolting. Huh. Oh, well. Also, I think I had just had a sign that I should probably end it soon. Because I nearly fell asleep. Whoops. But I want to get at least past the third act. Unlock the fourth, maybe? Okay. Go back. Oku. There is a thing called Ruby Chocolate. What? It's like Apothecary Diaries, and that it's very, but less slice of life and more fancy with political themes. Oh, but that's why you like Apothecary Diaries. That in Mao Mao is an absolute cutie pie. I love her so much. I should take care of my health. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Could it be mice? Why are we always entertaining with mice? Oh boy. Ruby chocolate is the best chocolate. Someone sent me what ruby chocolate looks like. A giant lizard! First giant flying lizards and wyverns, and now just giant lizards. Oh, it's this thing. We're describing this as a lizard? Yeah, okay. It's expensive in your country? Oh. The Wikipedia image? Okay. Oh, let's see here. Whoa! That looks so cool, unironically. Ruby chocolate looks so cool. Okay. It's $7.2? Oh my god. Alright. I guess we start this. There's a chili. Have I seen Strange Fake? They add the enemy. Yeah! In well against the against the dead apostle, he summons a bunch of Esco mobs. Milk chocolate is 3.5. Oh god, that's go for double. Okay. Okay, I get a bad feeling, but I feel like we can handle it. Call the hunch. Okay. But the pale monster crawls out. Okay. Understood. Do I know what a gram is? A unit of measurement. Okay. We'll be fine. Just Excalibur our way through this. Anime not lost about anime. Come on, this angle. You can get money from our gacha. They already do. Aki uses freedom units. Dang.
見事ならば答えよう。人間の火力ではどうあっても私には及びません。おとなしく我が社に入いい。
See, we're fine. Oh. Almost heavily damaged. It's like a serious fight happened here. One grams 0.22 pounds. All in big scratches. Oh, Hazaka. Okay. Wolf carcass is lying on the side of the corridor, but then the chimera. Nothing personnel, kid. What?
光の子やんすかやっと。そういう。少年の皆さんの覚悟のほどを。日向のかやつき放題扱ってあげましょう。お参りしていきます。そのように。はい、NFS サービスです。もちろんいかほど人類を守る戦いである。この赤に
Well, it doesn't absolutely shred the Koyan duel. Hey.
契約を続行しますか？いい判断です。
Have I seen? Oh,
それこそ私の
I've
マスタ
seen
ーかと。
3 seasons of it. Yeah. Yeah, the one was Rimuru. Yeah, I've seen 3 seasons of it. Definitely was a better isekai. Okay. Front of the big room. Allow... Excuse me! Excuse me, what? Allowed, excuse me. Can Slime have a collab in the Slime game? Why would Slime lower their standards like that? I'm not surprised they make a Skyrim reference after all the references. Oh, I forget what his name is. The dragon turns into a human and joins. He does like the Shoryuken, or he does the Hadouken to Shoryuken to Tatsumaki Senpukyak, to the shoulder thing from Virtual Fighter, and then Kamehameha. Finally awake. Nice. What is this place? Slime and Overlord collab. See, that's a base collab. That's good. It's a very spacious room, although from our perspective, it's difficult to say where the hallway ends and the room begins. Right. The only partitions here are those incredibly flimsy sliding doors. They're certainly not proper walls. Second best isekai, Sumi. No, it's up there. Overlord's definitely up there. I don't know how one would go about keeping research results safe with a floor plan like this. I find Japanese architecture fascinating, but also incomprehensible. All that aside, this doesn't look like it's a special room. I'm sure this doesn't need to be said, but just to be clear, the original Oku didn't have any rooms like this. What does this culprit think they are, changing it around any which way they... Huh? Who goes there? I have to ask that you let me handle this, Lady Kasuga Nusubone. I think she's an acquaintance of mine. Eva Lolly! Let's go! Nice. Just hot damn. Nice. I guess I am Long time no see, Parvati. Don't worry. You're still welcome here, no matter how much I hate you. Praise be to our stupid reunion. Joy to these ridiculous salutations. It seems like both of us have seen better days, doesn't it? I'm in danger! Yes, she is. I'm just as shocked as you are. I never thought she'd be using the same human for an avatar as I am. There must be a long story behind how she got like this. She must have left a very checkered fate on the world, too. Read all isekai, never officially on English. Took 2 years, but you can. Oh my god! Aki, sometimes I give off the impression that I would be one of the Wuwa players who just lets the game hang in part of the newest boss, where she stepped. No, because that's when I'm in must beat mode and I have to get their materials. Listen. I'll tell you this now. When I fought Raiden Shogun, I did not let her hit me because I think she's hot. Kama is a Hindu god of love, desire, and pleasure, often depicted as a handsome youth with a sugarcane bow and flower arrows. Famously angered Shiva and was buried to ashes. Oh god. I would say my favorite isekais that I've watched would be Jobless Reincarnation is definitely top. That's definitely among the best ones. Overlord, the slime, Tensura, the slime one. That's definitely, I would say, like a good top 3 for me. Although there is the one with Shadow. The one that is 100% supposed to, like, affectionately make fun of isekai tropes. Make Shiva conceive an heir with Parvati, wax an heir and burn to ashes. Basically a Hindu Cupid. Oh, nice. Eminence and Shadows, yeah. Tensei Shitara can... The Shitara is peak? Yeah, it is. Okay, I'll see you later, Zero. Have a good rest of your day, night. You had already taken the half that was in sunlight, so the other shadow half was still up for grabs. Wait a minute. Wait, she has the white hair. Wait, did Parvati take good Sakura? And Kama takes the evil, like, dark Sakura? Like the Sakura we see in Heaven's Feel? Is that what happened? Is that why she has the red eyes and white hair? Nice. It's wonderful how you ignored such a glorious faithful connection. I have to commend you for that. Ah, if only you would hurry up and die already. Just looking at myself all filled with light like that makes me sick. Yes, good. It's reading. There's no mistaking it. She is a divine spirit pseudo-servant. On top of that, the fact that she knows Parvati must mean she is from the Indian pantheon. Parvati took the best aspects of Sakura while Kama took everything else. And I don't know about you, I like the everything else going on here. That's right. She's a divine spirit and her name is Kama. Kama, also known as Kamadeva, the Indian god of love who wields the bow and arrow of lust. That's me. Do you know what my most famous story is? The one where I end up in the world of pain thanks to a certain romance-addled goddess. I guess I can't blame you for being upset about that. This is why best is in quotations. Even if it was my husband who did it, I'm still terribly sorry about what happened to you. At any rate, what are you doing here? You have something to do with what's happened here in Oku. Another boring question. And I guess that's just my lot in life, given what kind of god I am. Fine. The Oku is a den of lust and decadence where women compete to see who can best win the king's favor. The host of female comma is actually male. I mean, fate is fate. Do you really have to ask how a god of love could have something to do with it changing into something that better represents its less vicious nature? Suffering makes good character development part. I don't know. I find Kama to be more waifu at this moment in time. Sorry, not sorry. Well, you have an entirely wrong idea about it too. The Oku couldn't possibly be further from a less vicious den of... Oh boy. Sorry, Sabone. You have every right to be angry, but please save the lecture for later. Oh. Now I see. Well, that's okay. If you want to help yourself to any other weak, pointless, insignificant leftovers, so skin off my nose. I'd sooner die than be reduced to living inside Parvati myself, but hey, you do you. Also, Kama is the best FGO original Sakura face. Is it because she's evil? Anyway, now that I think about it, I've decided I'll probably answer your question after all. Of course I'm involved with this Oku. It's mine now. Can't you tell I made it myself? I use a very special ingredient to knead it just into the right shape. I know you're still only on the first floor, but tell me, what do you think of it so far? You really got off on it, didn't you? No, I did not. At all. Oh! The middle one looks like Takumi from Fire Emblem Fates. Like, hold on. I'm gonna save image. Like, chotomate. Yeah, the male Kama looks like Takumi from Fire Emblem Fates. Ba-na-na-na. Like, yeah, that looks like it just looks like Takumi from Fire Emblem Fates. I like the Shota though. Shota's very cute. Like, very cute. Anyway. This is still the best version of Kama in my eyes. Those attendants may be lifeless puppets, but they're still good enough to make you forget Fuses Hokai, the commandment not to kill. You should have known that it's okay to kill them, that you should kill them. Gives the costume down bad for white-haired men and red eyes. I was sure you would enjoy it. How disappointing to know that you're either unwilling or unable to accept my gift. Who are you, anyway? I can tell you weren't on my guest list, but I don't know anything else about you. Me? Why, I'm just an ordinary servant. No more than a nameless nun of such insignificance as is to be beneath your attention. Need to eat, perhaps might read your... Okay. I'll see you later. Have a good rest of your day, Naitomas. I'm fortunate to be here now, thanks to the contract Lord Akira has so kindly struck with me. Redrop really loves drawing Kama. Good. That could expire at any time, and I would vanish like so much stardust. Well, never mind the guest list. I don't like that you're here, but I can accept it all the same. Excuse me! Do you really make this Oku yourself? Because that would make you the source of the singularity. Does that mean you're also the one who lured everyone else here from Chaldea? Uh-oh. Oh, be quiet. Oh, that face is hot. Sorry. Sorry? Oh, be quiet. You'll find out all that out if you just shut up and keep moving. That idiocy of yours is just wonderful. What a hassle. Alright, I suppose I can at least say this. Everyone you think was taken from you belongs to me now. I control whether they live or die. What's that? You want to free them? Do I really have to spell out something so obvious to you? Wow. Of course you can free them if you want to make it all the way to the Oku's lowest floor. Theoretically, anyway. That's why it doesn't matter what I say. You don't have any choice besides trying to make your way down. So now, let me tell you all about the welcome wagon I prepared for this room. I guess you can't really get people going unless you just try to ask the right thing, huh? How degenerate of you. Oh! I'm picking up a much bigger hostile reading than anything we've ever seen before. Be careful! Does that include the Lost Bells Kings? That's a big ask to say. I'll be honest. I don't actually want to kill any of you. All I want for you is to stay here in this Oku. Forever. Choco made CE was different fake characters. I need to follow this person immediately. All I want is for you to get off over and over as you wander around this den of decadence and pleasure. Holy sh! Oh my god! I wasn't expecting that! Okay, that line is wild! Damn! Okay! First the stuff I hear in Seraph, now this? Bruh, people who take over Sakura is something else. Holy! There's no oratorias. No! Why are you having the attendants attack us? Heck, you're doing it right now. I guess you could say that's all part of the fun. Is this what gets you off? Is that what you're saying? Let's just say that you could end up dying if you don't stick to the routine they expect. Don't worry. I'll take full responsibility if that happens. Even if it is a huge pain in the ass. You're still not giving us a straight answer. Why do you even want to keep us wandering around this Oku forever anyway? Don't you know nobody who wants a day woman who asks too many questions? Oh wait. You think you're safe because you got married while you were still young and hot? I'll bully for you. What the what? Bro, Kama is wild. I love her. Anyway, why don't you all enjoy yourselves with this little beauty for now? I just came here to check up on you, so I won't be joining in on the fun. I mean, how would it look for the proprietor of a fine entertainment establishment to enjoy yourself with their guests right when they walk in the door? Not that I really care about that. Anyway, if you want to play with me that badly, we'll have to keep going deeper and deeper. Don't keep me waiting for too long. These are getting to be Belial level, like Grand Blue. This is getting to be Grand Blue Fantasy Belial level lines. What the helly? Come on, get back here! Looks like we'll need to do something about this before we can keep going. I find this all rather distasteful. I suppose if there's no other way forward, then we have no choice. It really is quite frustrating, having to do such backbreaking labor on behalf of someone else. Kara got competition and she's losing! I suppose now I understand how these people constantly go in about adverse manual labor must feel. Read. Oh, damn! Yeah, I see the CE. Goddamn. Yeah, I need to follow redrop. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna do that right now. My phone's right here. What the? They remade with different characters in each art book they released. Oh my god. Hold on. Okay, I followed them. Cool. Holy defensive buffs, Batman! Okay.
前例を見せる正面受けて逃がすしない日向のお参りしておく日向の火薬のにそのようにリノベーション始めます。これは人類を守りいいですね。
Alright.
束ねる星の息吹
So,
命の本流
ignore defense. We've gone a long way here.
目障りですね。
Yeah. Oh, great.
無駄ですね。完全敗北。要因正面から逃がしはしない。ええ、いいです。はい。
Examples will take a bit. No, it's fine. I'll peruse their media myself. Nice. Oh, I still gotta take care of the little guys. Hi.
いいでしょう。
いいでしょう。
いいです。このあくまでカレー。この私がいいでこの私
I
が
don't think there's a...
ジェイルは落ち着く
Yeah.
雨のように許しなさい身の程をおしみなさい
Oh. Well, this is
お
convenient.
任せよ取ったまだまだ
Mada mada!
風よ平坦は保っていますかそれは結構
Nice. The hostile entities have been eliminated. I'm afraid we let Kama get away. It's too bad. Huh? Eh? A flask? Well now, what's this? It looks quite benign. That's an Inro, a pillbox used as identification. And these three hollyhock leaves are the Tokugawa crest. Eh? The attendant dolls you have been seeing here are a type of familiar that Kama put together. Since the pillbox was inside of them, we should probably assume it was the catalyst used to create that ghostly attendant. Is the pillbox glowing? What happened to the Shogun? Everything he says sounds like utter nonsense to me. Shh! It'd be fish if someone hears that. Along with the old dog lover Shogun himself. You can't say things like that. Shogun cares more about dogs than he does about his people after all. Really? Is that what they think of me? Am I in the wrong? I was just doing what I thought was right. I thought people were supposed to be kind and compassionate. Did I see the Oku trailer? No. Please don't look at me like that. You all kiss up to me, but I know that what you say about me behind my back. It hurts. Is there no one who understands me? It's alright. It's okay. I didn't do anything wrong. It's wonderful that you love animals so much. You have nothing to worry about, nothing to fret over. I understand you. I'm the only one who does. That's why I love you. I love how compassionate you are. And I always, always will. Eh? How did we... Is something wrong, Master? I see. You were just hearing voices? I'm afraid we didn't hear anything ourselves. There isn't anything in the log either. Huh. I hope you don't mind if I open it. It looks like it's empty. No, wait, there's something inscribed in it. I think it's the owner's name. Tsunayoshi? There's an entry for that name in our database. Looks like that was in... It looks like that was the name of the 5th Tokugawa shogun? The 5th? But the current shogun is the 3rd Tokugawa, Lord Imetsu. Let me explain. To make a long story short, we members of the Indian goddesses entourage are all goddesses ourselves. We have to know a little bit about what happens if you... Is that how you're wording it? Tsunayoshi is Imetsu's 4th son. Apparently he goes by Tokumatsu as a child. What's the shogun's children, you say? Well, that's wonderful. That must mean the Tokugawa family will continue to preserve peace in Japan in the future. Oh, this is the best news I've heard in years. Now I can truly rest in peace. Also, what's a pillbox belonging to a future shogun doing here? Good question. But just because it has his name on it does not necessarily mean it belonged to him. Let me take a closer look. This pillbox. There's something spiritual contained within it. Furthermore, it's packaged in a way that limits its attributes. This must be a real find. What do you mean? I mean, that we can easily use it for ourselves. If we pair it with an output device, we should be able to make it manifest Magecraft. Specifically, we can install it Akira's Mystic Code, and use it to rearrange the Mystic Code's capabilities. Are you sure that's safe? It may have a particular inclination, but it's essentially nothing more than pure magical energy. There's a sign that has been tampered with, so I think we should be able to make effective use of it. Just saw something VA related on Twitter. Toki and Rio have a group victory animation. Oh, nice. So, what do you think? It could give you more ways to tackle this Oku expedition. I mean, sure, why not? Okay, then let's do it. It is human nature to try new things, after all. Alright, hang in there while I figure out how to install it. I'll tell you how to do so once I'm done. Here you go. You did perfectly, just as I calculated. You're very good with your hands, aren't you, Lady Shion? My area of expertise is the mind and spirit, so I am very impressed. This Oku is positively bristling with traps, just like a puzzling box. See, anything that can help keep Master safe is wonderful in my book. Well done, truly. Alright then, what do you say we keep going? Now that we know that this girl is the one who turned my Oku into this, all I have to do is find her and defeat her. I understand she's an acquaintance of yours, Lady Parr, but she is still my enemy. I won't go easy on her even if I wanted to. Don't worry about holding back on my behalf. I'm sure you figured this out by now, but she isn't exactly fond of me. I can't believe her for that, seeing as how what happened to her is Shiva's and my fault. I do think Indra and the other gods deserve some blame for fanning the flame. I mean, never mind! Bruh. No matter what she went through in the past, that doesn't give her the right to hurt innocent people who had nothing to do with it. Can't let her get away with this. I don't know what her true goal is, but we have to stop her if we're going to rescue everyone from Edo Castle and Chaldea. Right. Although, she really does have everyone's lives in the palm of her hand. It's going to make things very difficult. For the moment, I guess we don't have a choice but to take her at her word and make our way to the bottom floor. Oh. She did say she wanted us to wander around this oak forever. And so I'm sure this labyrinth is only going to become even harder to navigate from here on. I'm sorry to ask you to take on such a difficult mission, Master. But we're counting on you to rescue everyone. Do my best. All that said, there is still something bugging me about Kama. Me too. But at least in regards to that, I don't think it'll come up again soon. I just hope it isn't related. Anyway, yes, we should get going. I'm sure we still have a very long road ahead of us after all. Acquired 5th Shogun Tokugawa Tsunayoshi's Inro. Inro? Oh, pronunciations. Nice. Master skills become Inro skills. This Tokugawa crest is 3 Holy Hawk leaves. Certain points in Tokugawa is once you have a master will be changed to Inro skills. You with Mystic Code of course. I mean, I guess I'll magnificently crafted. You just want to admire it forever, bro. Oh my god. Okay. Ugh. I know it's a little short, but I nearly knocked out several times this stream already, which is kind of weird. I think my tiredness is just getting to me, which is unfortunate. I think I overestimated my own energy. I'm sorry, guys. But I will try to continue Oku next time. I am interested. I am very interested. Okay, admittedly, primarily because of Kama, but I'm also aware of what I'm about. Does that mean I'll pull for Kama? I don't know. We'll see what happens. I never thought I would like a Sakura face, but first BB and now Kama. And here we are. I'll see you guys next time, okay? Sayonara. Bye-bye.